Hello, dear friends. I just wanted to take a moment to explain to you a little bit more about our teacher training and the yoga teacher mentorship. So these are two different courses that are packaged, that can be taken separately, but can also be packaged together as one program. Bhairav and myself and Tara, actually a lot of me and Tara, have spent a lot of time over the years contemplating how we can do more, how we can make our teacher training the full package. We keep calling it the full program because we feel that this training, when combined with the mentorship and the Bali retreat, is complete. So let me tell you a little bit more about it. I won't say too much, but I'll just give you little tidbits so you can understand what you could potentially be opting into. I think the first thing I need to say is that registration is open now, but it'll close on Christmas Eve. So we're only opening this up for 1 week. Why do we do that? We do that because we realized that we had our energy we were spread too thin. Constantly having the training open means that we're constantly onboarding new students while constantly trying to serve students who are already present. So by only being open, for 1 week means that we only have to be in that onboarding mindset for 1 week. And then after that, we can be focused on the teachers who are with us, or the students who will become teachers that are with us. So that's the first thing to note. The second thing to note is our teacher training. If you're not familiar with it, I'll give you the spiel. It's trauma-informed, it's inclusive, it's 200 hours, Yoga Alliance certified, it's on demand. That means it's all recorded and you can access it, press play, press pause as you feel. It's lifetime access, so that means that you can have this material forever. Even after you graduate, you still have it there to return to, which is an incredible resource. And really, that's why we decided when reconsidering our teacher training to keep this part online. Because you can't value, like you can't put a price tag on that, on the fact that you can return to classes and practices again and again and again. And then also for us, it was amazing when COVID happened. We took this teacher training online, and it was so wonderful to hear the amount of people that were then able to take yoga teacher trainings that couldn't before. Typically, a yoga teacher training is at least a month in person. And when COVID happened, Yoga Alliance allowed us to then take these teachings online. Which then meant that people who have dependents, responsibilities, jobs, or don't have the budget were able to attend a teacher training, and that meant a lot to us. So we've decided to keep the teacher training online, and it always feels weird to mention, but our teacher training has been recognized twice as best yoga teacher training and best Kundalini yoga teacher training. Which is an honor to receive. I don't mean to belittle that in any way, and it's worth mentioning. So then we asked ourselves, how can we support our students in being more accountable? When something is always available, it can be hard to continue to show up. It gets put to the bottom of the pile as like, we'll do that later. And we decided that incorporating these live calls is a great way to, and that's part of the group mentorship, is 14 live calls with 8 different teachers. This is the way that we can have more accountability and also more of a sense of community, which I think you know by now if you've taken the previous modules is a really important piece for us. And then also, instead of always hearing from Bhairav and I and Tara, it felt like, what if we included more teachers from different lineages and different practices, and we have an all-star lineup, if I'm allowed to say that. It just feels very sportsy of me, but 2 of my greatest teachers will be joining us, and some of my greatest friends as well, people who I really admire and Bhairav and Tara also really admire, and who I learn continuously from. And so we'll be definitely showing up to the lives and watching the recordings so that I can continue to seep in the darshan of these beautiful beings. And so I am proud to be bringing them to you as teachers in the yoga teacher mentorship, which of course you can sign up for on your own if you're a yoga teacher that's already taken your 200, or you aren't interested in taking a 200-hour yoga teacher training. Then this mentorship is something you can take on your own. But when you combine it, the yoga teacher training online with the group mentorship, this feels like the perfect package for us. Almost. We realized there was one piece that we really felt was missing, which is an in-person component. We can connect with Sangha online, but there's nothing like connecting with Sangha in person, practicing together, having a container of time where you are immersed in nothing other than practice. And so we know that feels like the cherry on top. It's like the sundae is pretty good, but if you can have that cherry, I'm not really into the cherries, so maybe we can say like sprinkles or like score like pieces. Whatever you like that completes a sundae for you, or a salad, you know, like roasted almonds on your salad, now it's complete. Little bit of feta cheese, that's the in-person component. So the in-person component allows us to be in Sangha, but it also allows us as teachers to give you teachings that can only be given in person, such as initiation into mantra, the experience of participating in yagna, fire ceremony, and learning hands-on touch, as well as being in a deep practice container. We'll practice silence together. So for us as teachers, we know that that can be expensive, so we made it an option. Actually, we made it a bonus. And we decided to not charge anything on our side. So it's free in the sense that there is no tuition. We are doing this out of the goodness of our hearts, pro bono, if you want to call it that, because we feel like that's the only piece that's missing. So it's not completely free because you have to pay to get yourself there, and you'll have to pay for your food and your accommodation, but you don't have to stay where we're staying. Which allows people to choose a variety of accommodations, whether you want to be in the deluxe luxury exclusive venue, or if you want to be, you know, house sharing or whatever, back like camping on the beach, right? So that brings all beings into one place. So by showing up and participating in both of these programs, the teacher training and the full mentorship, then you automatically get a ticket to join us in Bali. So there's a lot of other beautiful bonuses that we've included to try to encourage you to sign up for both, because we really feel that that's the full program. That's what's going to give you the most depth and enriching understanding of yoga, and it's also going to be what's most supportive in bringing you towards becoming a yoga teacher, if that's what you're interested in. Okay, that's enough of me talking. If you want to learn more, there's a link probably below. Yeah. Om Namah Shivaya, my friends. I look forward to seeing who says yes to this. Something so special about somebody feeling resonance with something that you've brought from your heart into the world. It's like my people, my Sangha. Okay.